Now, this is heartwarming. Former U.S. President Barack Hussein Obama arrived in his homeland of Kenya on Sunday in what marks his first visit to this East African country since leaving office in January of 2017. Yes, you read that correctly. Obama is in his homeland and the birthplace of his father, Kenya, in order to help launch the sports and training center founded by his half-sister, Auma Obama, through her foundation Sauti Kuu. It was reported that after landing in the capital, Obama met President Uhuru Kenyatta at the official residence, according to Kenyatta's Twitter account. Sure, why not? After all, he is the president of his homeland. Obama is also expected to meet Raila Odinga, who is the opposition leader now working with Kenyatta's government after Odinga and Kenyatta pledged to work together on March 9. This pact ended months of turmoil following a disputed presidential election that was nullified by the Supreme Court and a rerun which the opposition boycotted. Wow, kind of like the Obama administration, Justice Department, and FBI wanted to do here in the U.S. after Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton in 2016. Go figure. AP reports. In Nairobi, Obama met President Uhuru Kenyatta at the official residence. According to Kenyatta's Twitter account, Obama is also expected to meet Raila Odinga, the opposition leader now working with Kenyatta's government. Odinga and Kenyatta on March 9 pledged to work together, ending months of turmoil following a disputed presidential election that was nullified by the Supreme Court and a rerun which the opposition boycotted. We are upbeat about the coming of the President Barak Obama, said Rasango, who added he is not expecting much in terms of any announcements of aid. Rasanga said he will ask Obama to help develop a university to be called President Barak Obama University. After his 2-day stay in Kenya, Obama will go to South Africa where he will give a speech marking the 100th anniversary of the birth of Nelson Mandela and meet with 200 young Africans in the Obama Foundation's leadership program. Obama's visit to Kenya is very low-key because knowing him he's probably up to no good and in some way or another trying to undermine President Trump in some way. Many Kenyans and even more of us Americans now consider Obama native to Kenya. Kenyans even look to him as a local kid made good and even go as far as to bask in the glory of his success. Little do they know the turmoil he caused in the U.S. and the world when he decided to lead from behind for 8 years. Here is more on Obama's past via The Blaze. I graduated Columbia University in June of 1983. According to Obama, not only were we in the same graduating class, we had the same majors, political science and pre-law. That would mean we took the same classes. I thought I knew every classmate in Columbia's political science department. Yet neither I nor anyone I knew ever met, saw, or heard of Obama. This was reinforced 2 years ago in 2013 when I attended my Columbia University 30th class reunion. I asked everyone, "Did you ever see Obama at Columbia?" Not one classmate answered affirmatively. I simply couldn't believe no one claimed to have met a classmate, who supposedly was in our class, and who was later to become President of the United States. So, I tracked down Professor Henry Graff, perhaps the most honored professor in Columbia history and Columbia's presidential historian. I interviewed Graff that same year for The Blaze. Professor Graff never met Obama, heard of him, or saw him. Professor Graff said it was virtually impossible to graduate Columbia as a political science major without attending his history classes. Yet Graff never heard of him. He even studied his old records to verify Obama's existence at Columbia, and found nothing. Graff asked other Columbia professors. None remembered Obama ever being in their classes. All of this is on the record from my interview, published in 2013 here at The Blaze. Obama is the ghost of Columbia. With his record sealed, we can only conclude his existence at Columbia is just a rumor. Isn't this an important issue for the media? Something is wrong, yet no one in the mainstream media cares about the possibility Obama might have made false claims about his college records. Yet in Drive, Carson's case, they were champing at the bit to investigate the casual boast of a one-time meeting with a general. Now, assuming Obama did graduate from Columbia, but never went to class, a very strange story. How did a poor student from Occidental, an average non-Ivy League college, transfer into Columbia in the first place. Columbia only accepts a handful of transfers, and those are always the best of the best scholars from the top of their classes at Harvard, Yale or Princeton. Clearly, Obama didn't meet the standard. Why are Obama's college records sealed? Did they show bad behavior? Was he caught using drugs? Were his grades terrible? Although Obama is said to have been born in Hawaii, where he spent most of his childhood raised by his mother, a white American from Kansas, and communist grandparents, he barely knew his late father, for whom he was named Barack Obama, and called himself an economist.